Welcome back. You're watching Dealing Room as we gear up for trade this morning. A lot of earnings have come our way in yesterday's day of trade, in fact post-market closing as well. Tata Steel was one of those which managed to post earnings that beat street expectation, and TVS Motors on the other hand was below what the street was expecting. Piyush, very quickly on Tata Steel, how were those earnings?
Those are very good, Samina. Again, so I think let me say the conclusion, the very first line here. Expect the stock to go higher here because there was expectation why the stock has already rallied 3%, primarily because after ArcelorMittal commentary, the expectation was yes, Tata Steel European performance is going to be good. Perhaps the results are going to beat estimates. Tata Steel actually has delivered on that here. Look at the numbers again. The realizations have surprised positively. Revenue is up 7%. Volumes were down 6%, but largely in line with estimates because of shutdown of Kalinganagar plant here. But realizations actually have surpassed the street estimates here, and that's where actually the surprise has come here. EBITDA again basically was above estimate, almost 3 to 4%. Actually, that's the beat on the EBITDA here. EBITDA margins again, they were above estimate, and this sort of performance is coming largely from higher spreads, also improved realizations again, and that is as per the management, that is still expected to continue in the first quarter here, and that's actually good news for the company here. In terms of net profit again, despite if you adjust for the sort of lower tax rate for the one-time exceptional gain here, still net profit actually was a good beat on the street estimate here, largely from the pension restructuring. Again, that's where actually the one-time exceptional gain is coming here, but then adjust for that, adjust for a tax impact due to that here, and then again still net profit numbers are looking as a clean beat here. In terms of trends on India and Europe again, perhaps Southeast Asia again still is a laggard here, but India margins are strong. They are likely to remain strong because the price hikes have been taken in the first quarter here. And the European business again, because commentary from both Tata Steel and ArcelorMittal is about sustaining of the spreads in the first quarter, so it's likely again the results for the first quarter should also be good here. So I won't be surprised after strong commentaries from brokerages. I think the stock should be outperforming in today's trade here.
Very quickly, Piyush, what was brokerage's calls on that? What were their reactions post seeing Tata Steel's earnings?
Well, largely I think the target prices either have been increased or they have been maintained, because primarily where the stock is trading right now, average target prices are actually above 800 rupees. So either they've been increased or maintained, and they actually have also included comments largely in the context of, like, for example, again Investec, MK, again they basically were pleased with the results of Tata Steel here. The comments have come, the realizations again they were better than estimates. Investec again almost 777. The buy rating has been retained here. In fact, Prabhudas Leather also again has advocated the similar sort of opinion that the results again were very strong here and extremely positive on the sector. That's their actually steel views here. MK also almost a similar view here, that they actually have a very strong view at present on the pricing for Tata Steel here. So a consensus view across other brokerages also which have come up in the morning, again they actually are sounding quite positive on the steel stocks here. So usually a rub-off factor, Samina, perhaps JSPL, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, again they all actually could be moving higher today in the pack here.
Right. Talking about Tata Steel and keeping the focus there, we caught up with the management, in fact the global CEO and MD, TV Narendran, who is bullish on the Indian steel market due to government infrastructure push. Listen into his comments.
In FY18, our sales volume grew by about 10.7% to 12.15 million tons versus a 7% growth in steel demand across the country. In fact, our volumes would have been higher but for the fact that we had a setback in Kalinganagar in the end of January, wherein we lost about 250,000 tons of production because of problems with the blast furnace there. I'm happy to confirm that the issue has since been resolved and the plant is now running at full capacity. Bhushan Steel has been a very important acquisition for us. It's 150 kilometers away from the Kalinganagar plant. We remain positive on the Indian steel markets. The Indian government's focus towards infrastructure spending and creating a level playing field is very encouraging. The European steel demand too is expected to be positive in line with the firming up of economic activity in Europe.
Well, let's start with steel, and the management sounding very optimistic about the growth ahead, especially with the demand in the Indian steel market. Well, keeping it with steel, JSW Steel as well will report earnings today. Piyush, what are we expecting from them? A stellar quarter, just like Tata Steel?
Yes, I think we should be expecting that the stock should be moving higher, but primarily the numbers actually were reported yesterday by JSW Steel and they were quite good here. Look at the entire performance here. EBITDA up 66%, margins again were above estimates. It was a beat on estimates on margins. It was a beat on revenue also, almost 7% above the street estimates. Net profit again, huge beat in 80% above estimates here. But then again, if you take a look at the tax sort of a boost also,